Hi everyone, hope you're well. So I thought I'd do a brief video talking about Cole Davis's new Simandl. So a student of mine, Nick, hi Nick, he sent me, he gave me a few sheets because he was intrigued with this new Simandl method. I thought I'd check it out and just make a little kind of sort of reaction video. So, to boil it down, if we talk about the Simandl method first, so basically it's just the idea of doing the bass in blocks. That's what I got from it. So, you got half position, first position, then I think a second, and then between second and third, then third, and so on. And you kind of go all the way up. So I think it's a method that was made, 1880 something. That's cool, and it's kind of a good way of learning the bass. Now then, this Cole Davis method. So I think his vibe is sort of updating it so the improvising bass player can use it. So his thing. Well, I'll tell you, if I play a scale, I'll show you how it looks, okay? So it's a bit more jumping around, but it kind of makes sense as well. I gotta do that again. So that's the C major scale, done in his version, but if we do a C major scale in the old school version. So there's some differences there. So the idea is making the most out of the lower strings, and kind of rather than going vertical on one, which you would be doing with C, and to avoid as much half position, I think, because I think half position you've got to spread your hands wider, and that could be more tiring. But I don't know. I think either way is cool. So let me do a B flat major version. So this is the old version. So you could do all this from one position. And then the new Simandl version. Now then, so that's cool because you don't need to do any sort of shifts. It's kind of cool. So you could, I guess you got the string skipping. So on the E string, if you play B flat C, then you got the open D, E flat F, then you got to skip to open G, which can be cool sound. Kind of mixing up the timbre of that. But the thing I feel about it is like it's just having different sounds, because on the E string, the higher up, you don't get as much out the string, but there, I don't know, the tension of the string, you get a bit more sound. But I think it could rely on your action as well. So because I quite like mine, maybe it's a little higher than normal, or maybe medium high. But I like that tension in the string, just a bit more give with it. So no, it's cool. So it's interesting. But let me show you one more before I finish, and then so G major. So the normal the old school version. And then the Cole Davis fingerings. So it's cool. So so I did one octave there, but I think there's a 2 octave version in the book. But Yeah, I don't know. But it's interesting. Just another way of seeing the bass, which is great. You know, it's kind of it's almost like it's a bass guitarish kind of thing, or even guitar kind of getting higher up the neck. But I do quite like the idea of the skipping to an open string thing. Because the guitar player Mary Halverson, there's a great video where she has an exercise that is like using open string as a tombra kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna check out a bit more of this to see if it kind of seeps in. But yeah, it's all interesting things. You know, a way to kind of see the bass in a different way. It's always exciting. Cool. Thanks for watching.